Hello and welcome to a fantastic, another beautiful, stunning edition of your favorite political show on the web. My name is Nosa Oke-Hortons and this is the Coco in Nigeria. Over the last couple of days or so, say since some 6 days back now, we've seen a bit of a row between the Nigerian federal government and the UK government. Also the government of the United Arab Emirates, where it all bordering around the new variant of COVID-19, the Omicron variant, and that has pushed some of these countries to place a travel ban or even put Nigeria on the red list. Now, the question, or one of the things that I would say the Nigerian government have really come out to say against this travel ban or this red listing of the Nigerian citizens or people traveling out of Nigeria to the other country is where there's the amount of people that have been recorded to have this particular variant in Nigeria is barely up to 20 or 30. So why would you have by now start jumping into conclusion and place citizens of Nigeria on the red list and not let them travel freely to your country? And we are imposing that before people do leave our country, we do make sure they get tested and get vaccinated. If they haven't yet been vaccinated, get tested and isolate them for 48 hours before they do get to travel. So why is the UK government and the Canadian government and the United Arab Emirates government in such a quick haste to place Nigerian citizens on the red list? It came out, and then last week we did the UK government placing Nigeria on the red list, putting them on a travel ban, not allowing people to leave. But in the simple sense of international relations or international diplomacy, one of the main principle that is taught as a student of international law and diplomacy is the principle of reciprocity. And I think the Nigerian government has done exactly that. If you're going to put us on a red list, you're also going to put your own citizens on red list. You can't say our own citizens or people who travel through our own country to your country are not allowed to travel, or you place travel restrictions on them. We'll do the same on your own citizens. This is something that put the both countries to come to an impasse. They have accused, and going by one of the Nigerian ministers, I think the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, has said the red listing and the travel ban by the UK government on Nigeria is nothing but discriminatory and racist in some form. Maybe racist is a tad far, but yeah, it is discriminatory. Yeah, it is discriminatory because when there are a tremendous amount of cases of COVID-19 across other parts of the world, they haven't placed those countries on red list or banned travel, placed heavy travel restrictions on those countries into their country. So why are you doing that to African countries? Why? That's the question. Just 2 cases or so were said they were saying that have a travel history through Nigeria, and they were not even practically Nigerians, they were I think South Africans or so, and they traveled through Nigeria to Canada, and Canada places Nigeria on the red list. Why? Who did you offend? That's the question. And in the middle of this, another really interesting row, or this diplomatic row between all of these countries, is the UAE and the Nigeria own, where Fly Emirates is allowed to have 21 flight slots per week that comes into Nigeria, and then a Nigerian airline, Air Peace, has been clamoring for more slots in a Dubai airport, Sajad airport, so it could convey Nigerians, saying it needs 3 slots, but they were only giving just 1 slot. Just to cut the long story short, I think to a large extent, I think one of what the Minister of Aviation had done in the last couple of days, placing the UK also, banning them in a retaliatory effort, that saying, okay, citizens of the UK too are not going to be allowed to come into Nigeria. So same for citizens of Canada, citizens of Argentina, placing a travel ban on all of them. So far as you are going to place a travel ban on all, we'll do the same to you. Has forced their hand. Also with the UAE, the road that continues between the 2 countries there, also placing UAE on the travel ban, not allowing Fly Emirates Airlines to also come into the country, saying starting on Tuesday, December 14th. But now all of this seems to have had an impact, and these countries are all pulling back on their travel restrictions. We know very, very well that today, starting from today, the UK has said it will reduce the travel restrictions placed on Nigerians and remove or scrap the red list completely. Rather, when citizens or people from Nigeria do travel to the UK, they will be tested and isolated if they are unvaccinated or partially vaccinated. And if you have been vaccinated, you will get tested right there at the airport before you are allowed into the country. This seems better. Why didn't they think about this? Why would they have first red listed Nigeria and say they are not going to allow our citizens to go into their country? I think one of all of this, if we're putting it all together, one thing I think I would really want to say is the current Minister of Aviation, Adid Sireka, has quite done well in the last few days to show that Nigeria can be no pushovers in some of these matters of international relations. And the relations and things will all be, it is more of a symbiotic relationship. We both have benefits, we both share. Now, within just the first 2-3 days that Nigeria did try to put in place the ban on, or also restrict travel to the UK, of course they would have known its effects. Millions and millions of dollars or pounds would have been lost within just those few days. So in these reasons, Nigeria will also have strong bargaining power when it comes to all of these matters, and we need to start showing it more. With this particular, it does show we do have that bargaining power. We've also considering the situation between Air Peace and UAE. You know, Air Peace was requesting for 3 slots, they were giving just 1, while you were flying 21, you're having 21 flights in and out of Nigeria within all of this period, both Abuja and Lagos. Now, Air Peace now gets 7 slots, which means you get 7 slots of the entire slot that is available for travel between Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Nigeria. And these are some of those moves we need to see some of our top government officials do make. There was a real fight, and there was no discrimination that it is because the person who is a southeasterner or a northern. No, it was interest of Nigeria and of a Nigerian citizen. These are things I think we should support, and I hope more of these will do happen, where we'll be able to speak of our country saying, okay, yes, our ministers or our government officials are actually fighting for our own interests. Because when it comes to the situation of foreign policies or international relations, national interest always comes first and tops the list. On this particular note, I think we did fight and did win a war of national interest in achieving the national goal, or not necessarily national, but a national interest basically, for national growth, and also for the national well-being and portrayal of the Nigerian country internationally. My name is Nosa Oke-Hortons, and this week we did talk about the Omicron variant, what is happening about it, and the effects or what had happened on the travel ban or no travel ban on the Nigerians, on Nigeria by some other countries like mostly UK, Canada, and the United Arab Emirates. I hope that was a lovely edition. I hope you enjoyed it. You did gain something. You know, it was a little bit of a touchy for me, and I had to touch on things, but I was able to make some points, and you did catch some of those drifts. It was lovely sharing this edition with you. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do click on the subscribe button below. Subscribe to our channel, comment, give your comments, like if you don't like it. We also even want to know what you don't like about the show, and those things you think you want to pass across to us. Please let us know. Thank you very much for joining us. See you same time, same place next time.